Brian Carroll here with Jonathan Bird at 1020 Life HQ, April 8th, 2016. We are 2 weeks out from the RPS US Open, and training's kind of coming down to an end here, and we're answering some Q&A, and we will be better about doing this.
Trying to be more consistent.
Every Friday we're going to keep doing this. This question is a specific question that came in earlier about the Super Phenom. Should I do a 2 or 3 ply on that? But we're going to get even more general with that, or I'm sorry, more specific with that question. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Phenoms in general and kind of go from there. But what do you have first?
To me, a lot of it is by far the best bench shirt that I've ever worn. And I've worn a bunch of different ones. When you've had the injuries that I've had, I just never been able to. And finally, of course, I should have started there, but that's not where I started. So I had to learn the hard way. Not going to get a better bench shirt, not going to get a more forgiving shirt. Doesn't matter your groove or how you touch or where you want to touch, you can make it work. So which makes it just the best bench shirt in my opinion.
Yeah. So I've used pretty much every bench shirt, as a lot of you know and a lot of you troll. I've been sponsored by every company that exists in powerlifting. And I'm back with Inzer on it the second time. There's a reason why I'm back with Inzer. It's because I made the choice to go back to Inzer, because Inzer makes the best equipment, bar none, across the board, whether it's squat suits with the Leviathan Ultra Pro, whether it's deadlifters with the Max Deadlifter, the Fusion, the Predators you can get done any way you want, single, double, triple, grid, whatever. Then, of course, the Super Duper Phenom or the Rage X. But, of course, we're hitting on the Super Duper Phenom today. The question specifically was, how do I know if I want a 3-ply or a 2-ply? To keep this very simple, I like to wear a 3-ply chest with a 2-ply sleeve. But keep this in mind, depending on what you bench, should dictate your fit. Someone like Dave Hoff, that benches over 900 pounds consistently, he's going to have a really, really tight fit, maximum fit you can get. So he's not going to be able to touch a 6 or 7 or even an 800-pound bench. You've got to kind of keep that in mind. So someone like him could do whatever he wants and still be successful in the shirt. Someone who isn't really benching a big number, you're going to have to go with a looser fit. But at the same time, if you want a 3-ply just because you want more support, you will have to look at getting a larger chest plate and shoulder area as well. I always go with 2-ply sleeves. I think they come 2-ply pretty much anyway. So as a rule of thumb, start with a 2-ply. Start with a little bit of a looser fit in the chest and shoulders, because this shirt is highly adjustable. Right here I'm holding a navy blue Super Duper Phenom 3-ply chest, 2-ply sleeves, and Bird has the black. Again, they probably look the same here, but this navy blue material is what they originally were made with. So right now I have a stretchier, more forgiving shirt that has more pop. The black shirt here is more stiff and it has less rebound but more stopping power. So depending on what you want, if you want a stretchier shirt with more speed, you want the navy blue Super Duper Phenom. If you want a shirt that's going to be stiffer, maybe even last longer, and something that's going to provide you know, a really good, you know, amount of load taken off of your hands when you're holding the bar, you'll go with the black material. So what do you have to add to the navy blue and black?
I mean, I agree 100%. I've just now started using the navy blue one, and you know, haven't run a whole training cycle in it by any means, but 4 or 5 sessions, and it's an amazing shirt. Which I've had a lot. I mean, I've hit my biggest benches in the black one. Actually, even bigger size shirts, because like you just said, it's so adjustable that that, you know, even I've hit pretty much the same numbers in 2 different size shirts because I can adjust them, you know, accordingly. You know, the big thing is to make sure you get a solid fit, you know, one that you can work with. Like I can wear a tighter shirt, and I hate to say this, but I'm a lot softer than Brian. So like the shirt can go, I can squeeze my fat ass into a tighter shirt than he can. So, you know, it's just the luxury that I have, you know, with that aspect, where he has to wear one pretty much the same size, and I weigh 30 pounds more than him. You know, it just takes some timing and listening, you know. So I encourage you to ask questions, to, you know, call the people at Inzer and get the right fit instead of just trying to take a guess at it yourself.
Yeah, good thing you hit on the fit. As a rule of thumb, I would say start off on a less radical fit, looser in the shoulders and chest especially. Arms, start looser as a whole. You can always have the arms pinched and the seam folded over by a seamstress or an upholstery person that lives near you. Cheap. You throw them $5 or $10 each time, it's nothing. They get lunch money. It's a win-win. But if you start with super tight sleeves and a super tight chest plate, you're going to be in for a long day, a long week, long months trying to break that bitch in.
And make sure you check out the article on Power Rack Strength for how to break into SDP, because it is a process. It's not one of those things you just throw on and all of a sudden you're trying to touch with. It's not how it's done. It's a process. It takes time to make the shirt the most effective as it can. I've never been in anything like it. It molds, it adjusts, it fits. It's insane. It really is. But when it's ready, it's amazing. You'll never find a shirt that you can do more weight in.
Yeah, so don't get too frustrated if you have a little bit of trouble with it first. You hit us with questions. Hit Zane Geeting, hit Chad Walker, hit Bird, hit myself. I mean, there's a bunch of us you can talk to get some feedback. But as a rule of thumb, start with your shoulder measurement. That's going to be the most important with that. But always default what Inzer tells you to what Inzer tells you when you call them and their customer service reps. Again, we're going to help you best we can, but they're the people that make the shirts. Yeah, so at the end of the day, that's who you need to talk to.
Yeah, they'll know better than we will, but at the same time, if you want our opinion on how they fit or how we wear them, because that is an important aspect of it as well, then feel free to ask.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for the question. We'll see you soon, all right?